Hello, peoples! Oh crap, I spilt my coffee. Hello, peoples! I spilt my coffee, but now it's cleaned up. And now I have my coffee back with me, and it is now okay. So, yeah, this video is kind of I'm doing it last minute, but it is going to be the August wrap-up, and I'm also going to do my September TBR for you guys, all in this one video. So, first, you guys have already if you've seen my videos this month, then you've seen already a pretty good idea of what I've been reading, at least a few of the books. I have now finished Renegade by Marissa Meyer. Marissa Meyer, I loved the Lunar Chronicles series, and Heartless and Renegades both came out, and I didn't read them because I had wanted to buy them, and I really wanted to read them, but I couldn't get my hands on them. And last month I actually got my hands on a library copy of Heartless, and I finally read it and I loved it. And now I also finally had a library copy of Renegades, and I loved it as well. So I will be doing probably something to do with Renegades soon because I really enjoyed it a lot. Book 2 for this, actually, we have the cover reveal on Marissa Meyer's website, which I'll have linked below, and I think it's coming out this year or next year. I'm not for sure though, but it's coming out soon at least. I'm super excited about that now. I also read Yona of the Dawn Volume 1 of the manga. I had watched the anime and I loved it. I really liked it, and I decided to read the manga. So I read Volume 1 and I did not like it as much as I know I will love the rest of the series, because I had forgot at the beginning how whiny Yona was and several other stuff, because we're just getting the story started. But there are some of my thoughts on this in a book review that I did, which I will have linked below. I talked about Yona of the Dawn Volume 1, and I also did in the video my review for Smoke in the Sun by Renegade. Book 2 to Flame in the Mist. I will just say real quick that I was a little disappointed with the climax of this book. And now that I think about it, a little more than just a little disappointed. I was satisfied with the epilogue, and I thought it was going great most of the book, but then the climax was just not what the two books were leading up to. So I definitely liked Flame in the Mist better than this, but it was still good, but Flame in the Mist was definitely better. So that's 3 so far of what I read in August. Okay, so I had to pause not even halfway through the video and move, but the rest of the video is going to be up here in my office where I usually do quite a few videos. I haven't been recording in here as much. It's the one with all the lovely bookshelves. I haven't been recording up here as much as I used to, but hopefully that'll start to change again. Anyways, back to the books that I read this August. I also read Scythe by Neal Shusterman, and I'll have a review linked below that I did. About Scythe, this book was so hyped that I wasn't going to read it. I did not want to read it, at all, and I knew I wasn't going to. I'd set in my mind, I'm not going to read that. If I ever get it, find it at the thrift store or anything, I'm not going to read it at all, because it was so hyped. I don't like to read hyped books. I don't like to read books that are super popular or series or whatever, unless there's something that I really know I love. So I was not going to read this. But I met a fellow bookworm, and they told me that the ending of this made her crawl in the floor in a ball. And I was like, that's the perfect ending for me. I need to read this. I read it, and I flew through it because it was so good, and I really liked it. The thing with hyped books is when they're super hyped, you have a lot of expectations. So I am really glad that I did not read any reviews or anything about this book. I started to watch some book talks, but then I stopped and was like, I'm not going to read this book. Why am I going to watch book talks about it? So, but I really liked it, and I'm looking forward to book 2 now. So, I also read Unmade by Rees Brennan. This is the third and last book, let me set my coffee down. Third and last book in the Limbering Legacy trilogy. This series I really liked at first. The first 2 books, okay, the love interest and the protagonist do bounce back and forth, but it has to do with their characters and stuff, and it wasn't as annoying to me, and it was solved at the end of number 2. But then in this one, it is taken to a new level, and it annoyed me to pieces. I wanted to skip through the book. It was so bad. I was just like, are you really kidding me? You're gonna do this through all 3 books. There is so much more to the plot and stuff, and it felt like the author just felt the need that should be most of the plot when, like, that was the least thing I honestly cared about in the final book. In the first 2 books, yeah, I wanted to know about them and stuff, but the third book, is supposed to get solved. At the end, I was okay with the ending. I was so satisfied. It made up for some of the book, I believe. I will not say it made up for all of the book, but some of it. And the ending was, I was okay with it, but based on the characters, how they bounce back and forth between 3 books, I don't think things are going to be settled for very long. Just saying. I also finished last minute, I finished Champion by Mary Lou. Finally! Okay, I've read the first 2 books in the Legend series by Mary Lou before, and my brother was the one who'd finished the books. And, he did spoil it for me a little. He didn't, like, go into detail. But I learned the hard way that Mary Lou's books are not happy endings, like, at all. So then I read the ending of this, and I started crying. And my brother walked in the room, and he was like, I told you. There was no sympathy at all. It was very surprising ending. So, yep, but I finally finished it, and I gotta say I like the first 2 books better, but the ending, it was satisfying, but it was so heartbreaking at the same time. So this is what I read this past month of August. I'm so happy about that. I got through a ton more than I thought I actually would get to, because I've been crazy busy the past month, and I will continue to be crazy busy from now on, but I've been managing it pretty well, and I didn't think I'd be able to get through as many books as I have. I just keep finding minutes where it's like, okay, nothing's going on. Read for a couple minutes while I'm glancing at the clock every once in a while. Because I have a schedule and I gotta do a lot of stuff at certain times for uncertain days. But, yeah, I got through a ton more books than I actually thought I would get to. So, for next month, my TBR is going to be small. And if I get to do more, you guys will find out in the next wrap-up for next month. But, I'm gonna try and set a small TBR list that I feel like I could accomplish easily and not, like, try to read a huge list of books that I really, really would like to read, but know that I probably won't be able to get to that quickly in 1 month. So, yeah, ready for the TBR? Alright, first I'm going to be checking out from my library again Yona of the Dawn Volume 2 and Volume 3 of the manga. I don't have them with me yet, so I can't show them to you, but it's from this manga. I've read 1 this month, and Biscuit wants it in 1 second. So now I'm going to be reading Volume 2 and Volume 3 as well. Biscuit! Yay! Biscuit's here! Okay, and then I just have 3 other books I'm going to be trying to read in September. Since I'm a very moody reader, I actually have to wait till the last minute to know, like, what I'm going to feel like I'll be wanting to read next month. And then I won't always read those, get around to reading them. I'll, like, pick something else up and read that sometimes. So, yeah. But I'm going to be reading Attack on Titan Volume 1 of the manga. If you don't know what this is about, just look at the cover. I mean, you probably won't be able to guess from the cover, but if you know what it's about, no spoilers. No spoilers. Next, I'm going to be reading Deep Blue by Jennifer Dinelli. This book has been on my 2018 reading list for a while. if you're new to my channel, then you probably don't know, but the first video I did on my channel, it hasn't even been a year, back in, I believe at the end of February or January, at the beginning of the year, I did a video, the first video on my channel, my 2018 reading list. Basically it was a list of the books that I'd had for a while and really wanted to read, and that is my 2018 reading list. I'll have a link below to the video, and this book was on there, and I still haven't read it. And I have book 1 and book 2, this book 1, on my shelves, and I haven't read them. I don't remember what they're about besides they're mermaids. So I actually have been really wanting to find a mermaid series or just one mermaid book that I love and is awesome and really good. And you won't believe how hard those are to actually find. I read a mermaid book not too long ago, and it literally made me want to vomit. It was that terrible. But I'm not naming names, but it was terrible. And so I am determined to find a mermaid book or series that is actually good. So there's got to be at least one out there. So also the last book on my September TBR is The 1000th Floor by Katherine McGee. Okay, this book is gorgeous. It's so pretty. And I bought it because of the cover at a thrift store. I found it for like $1 at the thrift store, and I didn't even need to read the back to know what it was about. I was like, oh, it's so pretty, I gotta buy it. It's in hardcover in perfect condition. So I bought it. I still haven't read it yet. I'm gonna try and read it next month. I just feel the need to try and read it. I have not heard anything about it, seen anything about it or anything, so maybe it's, I don't know. I mean, it's really pretty, so I don't know why I haven't heard about it at all, because there are several booktubers that I'm subscribed to that, like, will read anything that has a pretty cover. I'm like, this is pretty. Why haven't they read it yet? So, yeah, I'll check it out, and I will keep you guys posted. I really liked doing, a video where I did a book review and, like, what I just finished reading, and I tell you what I'm currently reading, so I'll probably do more of that stuff, but next month I'm going to be doing some videos on a certain topic, is my plan, and the specific topic is going to be everything to do with Alice in Wonderland. So I'm going to be doing some videos related to that all of next month that I can find. So, yep, if you guys like the video, please click like. Say bye to Biscuit. She's not paying attention. She's scratching. Yeah. What did you guys read in August? What are you guys looking forward to reading in September? If you have read any of these, please let me know. But if you're talking about the ones I haven't read yet, please no spoilers. Even though Attack on Titan, it's impossible to know what it is and not have been spoiled. So, yeah. Have a good day, guys. Bye.